Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Emma Stein with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. Maxwell White was initiated into the Mafia Sunday morning. The Bills Mafia, that is. All the 18-year-old Buffalo Bills fan had to do was jump from a pickup truck onto a plastic table and smash it. He said, quote, "We thought about bringing lighter fluid to light it on fire, but that might have been a little over the top." Downtown Detroit bustled with Bills and Browns fans Sunday morning, many donning creative outfits with furry hats and head-to-toe paraphernalia. Families and friends huddled in bars and in parking lots, tailgating despite the bitter 20-degree weather. The Bills-Browns game was moved to Ford Field because a massive snowstorm put upwards of 6 feet of snow on the ground in Buffalo. Despite the last-minute change, the stadium sold 56,000 tickets, many to traveling fans. One fan said, quote, "This is Bills Mafia, and we show up."
I'm Claire Hendrickson for the Detroit Free Press. Democrats achieved a historic feat in the recent election, winning control of both chambers in the Michigan legislature for the first time since the 1980s. Internal disagreements within each party could play a bigger role as the Democratic caucuses attempt to keep their own members in line on key votes while Republicans strategize to win back power. Ahead of the new legislative session, Democrats have already begun to hammer out their policy agenda. Debates are expected over which policy priorities to pursue when, and whether some issues belong on the agenda at all, or the scope of policies to pursue. As Democrats continue to deliberate what to tackle and when, they also face a strategic decision, whether to court Republican support. But when it comes to maintaining unity within their ranks, Democrats are hopeful.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Jack White's Third Man Records has left Elon Musk's Twitter, and a seven-nation army couldn't hold him back. Da, 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 da. In an Instagram post, the famous White Stripes lead singer and guitarist blasted Musk, the social media app's new owner, after he allowed former President Donald Trump back onto the platform. White, a Detroit native, is one of a handful of celebrities to exit following Musk's $44 billion purchase. In addition, reports say more than half of Twitter's employees have been fired or have resigned. White praised Musk for doing a lot of amazing things with Tesla, which he said he supported the hell out of, but said the billionaire had gone too far with Twitter. The negative sentiment among some Twitter users has been so strong recently that the New York Times ran an article, How to Prepare for Life After Twitter, which concluded there's no simple answer. Artistically, White has used his music to highlight personal frustration with misinformation, gossip, and fighting it. One of his most famous songs, Seven Nation Army, is about a person who hears residents gossiping and in response leaves town. In the song, the character comes back. But in real life, it's unclear what would convince White to return to Twitter.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department with the classic No News is Good News update from Michigan football. Of course, the Wolverines head down to Columbus for their rivalry game against Ohio State on Saturday. And this year, the stakes are as high as possible for both teams that are undefeated. A spot in the Big Ten championship game and presumably an easy pass into the college football playoff is for the winner. For the loser, most likely the Rose Bowl, and a year-long ache of losing the game. The big question is, what's the health status of Wolverines' top running back, Blake Corum? The likely Heisman Trophy candidate suffered a knee injury in Saturday's win over Illinois. He was seen on Sunday handing out turkeys to people in Ypsilanti. On Monday, Coach Jim Harbaugh predictably didn't have an update on Corum, nor his backup, Donovan Edwards, who didn't play Saturday with an ailment. Without either of them, U of M's chances take a big hit.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. I'll see you tomorrow.